Hello, my peeps. Welcome to another episode of, you guessed it, Barbie. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for wanting to hang out with me for a little bit and talk about your favorite girl. Yeah, for all those of you who are here for the first time, I am a collector of all kinds of toys. So, if you're into Star Wars, Hot Toys, DC, Marvel, McFarlane, blah, 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 the slew, Barbie Integrity Toys, all those, yeah, stay tuned because I got some really cool stuff coming up. But today, we're going to talk about Miss Barbie. Yeah, some interesting things have been happening, I find. I sometimes don't know what to expect as far as which direction they're going, which I kind of like, right? It's unpredictable. And sometimes I tune in and I'm like, when did that happen? As so is the case with the last figure I'm going to show you. Yeah, so, what is it? I know. So let's start. Where do we start? Let's on this side. Yeah. I not exactly sure how I feel about the first two I'm going to show you. This one is Barbie Deluxe style. And the one thing that I really love about her is her money bag. That's cool and creative. The one thing that I really dislike, besides the material of the dress, is the material of the gloves. It's a little funky, so it looks like she's wearing winter gloves. Like winter mitts. You'll see. Yeah. Face-wise, not my fave, right? But I think that I had maybe a dislike to her as a whole, like immediately. And yet, I think that she probably looks better out of the box and without those gloves. I'm just saying, I think that's worth it. So you ready? Check this out. Right, so I believe she's the third one that I have. There are four. And I believe I have these three. Yeah. Yeah, she looks pretty cool as well. Right? But it just, you can see as far as the outfits goes, yeah, that, yummy, nice, right? Okay. All right. Ooh, let's see what else. This one. Yeah, from the Gala collection. This is Lavender Daydream. and I had a really hard time pulling her out of the shipping box. Like, it was really tight. And as I started, I ripped the bottom a little bit. So I was like, oh, leave it alone, leave it alone. Yes, so she is another one that I think will probably look better out of the box. I like the fact that the shawl is lined and right with the bee. I think her face sculpt is actually very pretty. I like her hoop earrings. Yeah, I'm not sure if the style of the earrings and the bangles is the style that goes with the dress. I think there's a disconnect there, as you will see. And I really like her long hair. Yeah, can't really see the shoes. Oh yeah, see the back, they have the shoes. Sweet shoes, yeah, like glass slippers. Yeah, and I believe that she's also one that looks better probably out of the box, because in the box she looks like she's monochromatic, and the reality is that her dress is two-tone. The bottom is a pinkish color, and the top is lavender. So, and it's that, I forget what you call it, but it's that shimmery material, depending which way you look at it, this lavender, bluish, pink, right? As you will see. Yeah, the dress has a really cool effect in the light. As you can see when the light hits it, that's pretty cool. I love how that lines, right? Yeah, that's sweet. The lines of the dress, really cool. Yeah, and this is one of those that the box really doesn't offer much. You know, it's like, So the same thing with the last one with the deluxe, right? So you probably wouldn't feel bad about removing her out of the box. And there you can see a little better. See the two-tone effect that I was talking about? And even though here it looks a little whiter, a little more pale. Right? So yeah. You know, years from now, I'll pull these out and I'll be like, I like her. Right now, I think they just got in storage. There's just so many amazing ones to pick from there. Why would you sacrifice your space? Right? Yeah, so this one that I'm about to show you, it's actually something different for me. Yeah, it is my first Barbie horse. Yeah, the baby's, he's got some weight on him. Yeah, and this, I guess that there's a series on Netflix, and it's Barbie Mysteries, and this is the Great Horse Chase. And I believe he makes 20 different sounds and plays 3 different musical notes or songs. He does some tricks like so that's kind of fun. And then he makes, I guess, he curtsies and he does a sound to that, and then he does something with himself and he does a sound with that. And it's a dancing show horse. Yeah, cheval. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Comes with a few accessories, ribbons, and a nice little lasso ribbon for the horse. The horse saddle is decorated, really cool. Comes with a pail for the water, for his water, some vegetable treats, a shovel, and a brush to brush him, to comb his pretty hair. And let's see, and then there's a trophy. So he's a winning horse. He's a champion. Yeah, nice brush. Yeah, so I was like, I think I will get that and create a Western scene, pull it out of the box, enjoy some of the sounds that it makes. Yeah, Yeah. So speaking of which, there's a point that I want to bring up, and so as you know, batteries when they remain in anything, they corrode, and a lot of times they could actually harm the product. So I'm always questioning when something like this has the battery already installed in it, how much of a good idea is it to keep it in the box, right? So that's something that I always I'm like, ugh. And a lot of the ones that are in the box that do that, or and make any light sound effects or have any light effects, I don't store those away. I keep them where I could pass by them and press them and make sure they're still working. Because when they stop, I think that's the time for me to open them up. Yeah, yeah, right? Because I think it's kind of cool if you're able to have them for however many years and they still work, right? I mean, why not? You paid for it, right? You might as well keep them going. So that's right. Because I always get thrilled when I buy something that's vintage or antique, and sure enough, it still works, and I'm like, oh, somebody took care of it. Thank you. So right, so that's what I think about this. So because I am setting up this case that I already have emptied out and it's ready to go, I think this might be a good idea to pull this one out of the box and include it in that display case. So stay tuned. Yeah. All right. And check it out. Right. I'm glad that he's not pink or that he has pink hair. Thank you so much for that. And you got to pull it out of the box. I don't know about you. Right. And then as you can see, it says that he curtsies and then plays a note as some music, and then that also moves and plays some music. It has 10 pieces. Yeah, I am stoked about this. Dance and show. And you can see all the accessories that it comes with. Right, there they are. I like the decorations for the hair. I know. So curious to see if I actually am going to pull it out of the box. So I'll see. I'll see how much room I have in that display case. That's fun. Skipper. Skipper babysitter. Yeah. I think the baby's cool. I like the fact that it is on a high seat, and then there's a crib. The something happens with the baby when you feed it, so that's interesting. Interesting about that. And the only thing that I'm not really that crazy about, call me old fashioned, I'm okay with that, is the colored hair on a kid. Yeah, I don't know. You know, that's just my way of thinking, but it just looks a little bit advanced. Um, but other than that, I think that when you comb her hair down, you don't see all that other color underneath it. Yeah, and I think that the whole thing is pretty cool. And there's a whole another set that you could add to it to include the babysitters, right? So Yeah, seeing there's that purple hair that I was like, not sold on. I'm not sold on that. Yeah. See, those are the other two, and they're pretty cool. So to have the whole set, right? Nice. Yeah, the baby's cool, right? The high chair, then the crib with the little. Yeah, love that the merry-go-round there. Delicious. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think in the diorama, that could be a pretty cool set. Don't think about. ah. Then, there was this girl. And I have seen her for a while. And I thought that, I am not sure if they come in different hair colors, but I thought it'd be really cool to get another one in a different hair color and have the set, right? And I think that'd be really cool. So I have another doll of Coca-Cola. It's a whole different look than this is, because this is actually for the parade, and I love it. The outfit is awesome. I love her face sculpt. It's fantastic. The hat is to die for. Love that. Her baton, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think she is fantastic. And in this one, I love the backdrop. Yeah, so I will get another one, pull that one out of the box and keep this one in the backdrop, because the backdrop is freaking awesome. They did the backdrop with all vintage Barbies from that time, right? 1950s. Check it out. So fantastic. Bubbly spirit and sweet times are the heart of great memories. Remember the sheer joy of family and friends gathered on Main Street to watch the parade. The whole town would turn out to hear the band. Big bass, drums kept the beat, and brass horns shone in the brilliant midday sun. Musicians marched proudly in time to the classic melody. And leading it all, moving with the happy rhythm, was the majorette. Yeah, the majorette. Baton poised, she was the beautiful focus of it all. Then, when the parade ended, everyone enjoyed their favorite refreshment, Coca-Cola. And Barbie, still exciting, still perfect. Oh, yeah. Let's have a Coke. Right? Yeah, and I'm gonna check out her outfit. Right, so the hat is awesome. You see the top, and then her baton with the ribbon, then her outfit with the cape, the boots with the pom-pom in the front, yum yum. And then look at the background. You see what I'm saying? Oh my God, it would be so great to have all of those Barbies. Oh. And this is the one that I was talking about that I have already. So delish, right? See where I'm going with that? Yeah. Yeah, so this one I know I'm not going to store her away, because I have a feeling about her. All right, my friends. And finally, the man, Mr. Ken. And this one, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I am so freaking happy that they did a cool Ken where they stepped out of the box, they made him funky, versus another Barbie, right? So the fact that the designer for this one, they decided to do Ken, thank you so much, right? Because a lot of the real funky designers that you to do a Barbie because they could use a wider platform. This one, you know, I think that the box and the setup could have been a lot more. It could have been really spectacular, like what they did with the Kanabi Barbie doll, if I'm pronouncing the name right. Right, that whole setup. The same thing with Mark Ryden, the pink doll, right? That whole setup. I think they could have done the same thing with this guy. But he himself is awesome. And yes, I will definitely be pulling him out of the box. He is awesome. And this box is interesting. It doesn't really showcase it that well until you look into it. But he is actually a model on a runway. And he is on the runway with an audience of Barbies watching the show. Yeah, so this is from Kid Super Studios. Right? Kid Super, yummy, really fun designer. Young himself, delicious. Okay, the pants, yummy. The platform shoes, but let's face it, it's all about that freaking coat. Look at that. Yeah, the baseball cap, nice. The hair, it's all about that freaking hair. Yeah, and the color of the shirt. Yeah, and I saw somebody posted a picture of Barbie with the coat on, and it looked great on her as well. So, delish. And there. So good. Yeah, Com Delane, the artist, a studio-based artist, designer, and visionary behind Kid Super Studios, a creative collective that designs and makes clothes, paints, and does art shows, records music, and makes film and music videos. Delane creates from his imagination and dreams where anything is possible. From the streets to the catwalks, he transcends boundaries throughout his hand-drawn artistry, wacky patchworks, and playful experimentation. This styled by Kid Super Studio Ken doll rocks a runway look with vintage Ken and Barbie illustration inspired by his Everything is Fake Until It's Real claymation show at Paris Fashion Week, which powered a meteoric rise in the world of fashion, art, and creativity. All of that. So my friends, hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, and stay tuned because I got some really cool stuff. As you know, I'm a collector of all kinds of toys, and if you are into Star Wars, Batman, Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, Sesame Street, Jaws, Alf, Peanuts, yeah, stay tuned. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, my friends, take care. Please don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you later. See ya.